Hey there, I just got back from a beach trip and I'm going to show you 28 travel essentials for spring break that I packed in only one carry-on suitcase. You're going to learn why this item is a must-have for a spring break beach trip. The number one travel essential is my double-sided glasses case. Since I will be traveling during spring break when it's sunny at the beach, your sunglasses fit in one side and then my reading glasses fit in the other side. And I will also link the sunglasses that actually fit in here, but usually they need to be flat. Since reading glasses are a travel essential for every flight I take, I'm going to pack that case in my crossbody bag, or if you do not need to take a purse, which I really didn't need to, you can pack it in the pocket inside of your personal item bag. If your phone is going to be with you all day at the beach or by the pool, this will help protect your cell phone from overheating in that sunshine. When I lay on my back patio for 20 minutes of vitamin D and I have my cell phone, the heat, that direct sunlight overheats it and it automatically turns off, and that's within 20 minutes. I bought this 2 years ago, but it came out on Shark Tank a few years ago. The fabric is the same that they use in NASA's astronaut suits. One tip is if you have a really padded or large case with extra accessories on it, size up to a large. Mine's the iPhone 14 and I have the medium. I packed for spring break in this brand new Nomad Lane tote bag, who is sponsoring today's video. Here's what I packed inside it. The sandwich and snacks were in the top for this trip, but you could also pack a granola bar in the really narrow pocket and it keeps it secure. And then I have my phone flap along with my AirPods. One travel hack that I thought of for the flight is if you have any kind of a bag that has the key holder. I was traveling with my husband, so I didn't need my keys, but you can put your AirPods in there so that they're easily accessible mid-flight. I slide in an antibacterial wipe. I pack my tin of floss sticks this way, horizontally, to open up more space above it in that pocket. Can you see that? I pack my eyeglass cleaner. I love these little pouches. They come in a set of 4. I've packed pads, I've packed my AirPods in them, I've packed chapstick, as well as what I forgot to pack for this beach trip in Mexico, and that is the little Element hydration packets. I forgot that when I'm at a beach vacation, I do not drink enough water during the day, so I wish I would have packed just 1 or 2 for a 3-day trip or 4-day trip. When I get to the beach, I transfer this pouch to my beach bag and pack a couple of tissues in there to keep them dry. I also have my little selfie stick in this pocket. It's really for a travel umbrella, but if that umbrella is wet or if your water bottle that you put in there leaks, look at what they have. It has its own drain hole. There are 2 essentials for spring break, and one of them is my bathing suit, and one of them is your swim cover-up. One travel tip is to pack those things inside your personal item. I have 3 of these tankinis with full coverage bottoms. I've had them for several years, but do you see where I packed them? This travel hack is for your spring break trip. You're going to pack inside your personal item bag your swimsuit and your swim cover-up. Or what I've done before is I've just packed shorts. I usually pack those things in a compression cube in the bottom of my personal item bag. But since the tote bag is long, I packed my swimsuit and my cover-up in my beach bag, okay? And then I just rolled them up lengthwise to fit them in the bottom lengthwise rectangle. Here are 3 reasons why I did not pack those things in my compression cube. Number 1, since our hotel room was not going to be ready when we landed, we would stow our baggage and be able to wear that to the pool and start vacation immediately. Number 2, the bathing suit and the swim cover-up are easy and thin to pack. Number 3, when I am lounging at the resort pool or down by the beach finally again, I'm going to need a bag big enough, and I learned this years ago. You need a bag big enough. I used to just take one little pouch, but you need a larger bag. And here are the essentials that I pack in my beach bag for a spring break trip. A book or your Kindle, a glasses case, the phone, the sunscreen, and my cup holder for a sandy location. In my opinion, this is the best beach bag because of 3 reasons. Number 1, it comes in a set of 4 different patterns. And number 2, it has 2 pockets. One will keep your phone away from all the sand, so phone goes in there, and maybe your glasses case. And then you've got this larger pocket for all of the other accessories you're going to need. And then number 3, it's large enough to pack everything that you need essential for a beach trip. If you are going to be walking, take long walks or exercising on the beach, this is such an easy way to take all of your essentials and valuables and leave the rest at your towel spot or your chair while you're walking. And you can totally hose this thing out. There is a zippered pocket on the outside. I mean, it's got a lot of room for storage. And because of wind on a cruise ship vacation or down by the beach or the pool, pack a towel clamp. I have had this Parrot one for like 10 years, but what I have learned now, 10 years later, is you only have to pack one of them and make sure this is on the side where all the wind is coming from so that your towel does not blow off, or you have to keep resituating yourself. While you're on vacation, you cannot be bothered to do that. An important tip is to pack a lens wipe because of the sunscreen on your fingers, which then gets on your phone and could get on your sunglasses and your reading glasses. Here's a travel hack for your crossbody bag. In 2024, I have finally come to the realization that most gate agents are going to say you can only take your carry-on suitcase and that tote bag. Your crossbody bag has to be packed away before you can get onto the airplane. If there is a strict gate agent, you're going to turn that cord organizer case, which is what my aqua bag is for all your electronic cables for your vacation, turn it vertically inside your tote bag, and then I packed my crossbody bag also vertically. And if it does not zip, the rule does not say it has to zip. You can tell it they're not poking out of the bag that much. And here's an important spring break travel tip. Once you show your identification, your driver's license, or your passport, put those in an easily accessible pocket just for the airport security line so that you will not lose them in the hustle and bustle of that line. Once you're through the airport security line, then you can secure those essentials to the hidden pockets or your crossbody bag or wherever they need to be packed. Here's an airport security tip. If you like to travel with a passport booklet, which are really not that bulky, you do have to take your passport completely out of it to show it to the TSA officer. So I left this at home. Okay, now I want to show you some dresses for your spring break trip. I have 3 of these because they are just so beautiful, so flattering. I wear a size medium. I'm 5'8". They do not wrinkle easily. They hide all of the free buffet lines at your resort. And they are not too short, nor are they see-through at all. I packed my red dress because I was going to Mexico, and it photographs so well, you can see. It is slightly see-through, like in really sunny, bright areas. So I pack a mini skirt slip. It's my mom's from 1966, and that is 100% cotton, so I'm wearing a large in that. I get it cleaned at the cleaners and it has never shrunk. Sunscreen is a must-have for a spring break vacation, especially since our skin is so sensitive. And here are some hacks for packing all of the sunscreen that you need. Number 1, you can buy it at your location. However, if you are going to Mexico, take it from me. When I went to Cancun last year and forgot sunscreen, I paid $50 US dollars in Cancun for a spray can of sunscreen. But another tip, number 2, is to use your family member's liquids bag. If they have a seat, they are allowed a liquids bag that is 1 quart sized, but the containers have to be 3.4 ounces or smaller. So the Neutrogena one is 3.4 ounces. I did find one of my favorite ones for my face is the Supergoop. It's super expensive. It's going to show up right here though if you want to read more about it. But I found a cheaper version, and it is from Trader the Trader Joe's brand on Amazon. They have the exact same ingredients. Another tip is if there's no more room for your large tubes of sunscreen, squirt some in the small travel little containers that I have. They do not leak, and sunscreen is really thick, so it's not going to leak, much like my Gold Bond for Diabetics favorite lotion that is non-scented, that is a travel essential for every single trip I pack for. Oh, do not forget to pack sunscreen for your scalp. Remember that during spring break, you're going to have very fair skin. This is a sunscreen little thingy. It's like 2.9 fluid ounces for your scalp, the part in your scalp. And as we get older, our part widens, it seems like. But this is a great travel essential, especially for men whose hair may be thinning. One way to save space in your liquids bag is to pack not your liquid shampoo, but pack a shampoo bar inside this magical bag. It is a bag that is waterproof, but you put your wet shampoo bar, I mean like dripping wet shampoo bar in this bag, and it does not let it leak, but it also dries out that completely wet bar of shampoo. I love the Lush brand. Call them and tell them your scalp needs, and they'll tell you the kind to get. This is for dry scalp, and you can tell it's gotten really small. I'm almost in need of another one. I do have a travel hack to lessen liquids. If you moisten some cotton balls with eye makeup remover, these do not count as liquids. I always like to pack a minimal amount of jewelry. I chose some earrings from a set of 16 off of Amazon. Everything's linked in the first comment or in the paragraph below. And then all of the other jewelry is from my mom. This is a roll-up case, but look how bulky it is when I roll it up. So I packed it flat, and that's a travel hack for you. Just because it says it's a roll-up jewelry case, it does not mean you have to use it for that. And then sometimes I'll just detach this if I'm only packing earrings because it's a little protected like that, or I'll slide it inside a sandal. That's another travel hack for you. Shoes for a beach or swimming pool vacation are essential, and take it from me, I have learned that you need to pack supportive shoes because you're going to be walking along the cement from your hotel room to the swimming pool. Then you're going to be walking to the beach. You might then want to go to lunch at the free buffet, and you're going to have to walk through the resort to get to that. Okay, so these are very supportive, totally waterproof, super strong Velcro. That's why I like them. But another travel tip that I realized, because you have not worn these shoes in like 9 months, is to pack Band-Aids. And the number 2 reason is because you've got sand rubbing against your wet skin along all those straps. I have a gray pair that I packed for when we went to Maui, and we had to walk quite a ways and across the street to get to the beach. So that's why I liked them back then. But being at a resort, I realized that travel tip. And then this travel tip is, remember that with shoe bags, you do not have to pack your shoes together. You can pack, like this comes in my set of 6 compression cubes, but you can pack your shoes for vacation in a produce bag, the free newspaper bag, or one of the Amazon bags that your products comes in. I forced this spring break travel essential in my carry-on suitcase for our trip to Mexico for 2 reasons. Number 1, it is super, super, super sturdy, not to mention totally fun. But when you are at the sandy beach, you want your cup that has condensation and sand all over it to be in here separated from your cell phone, and it very easily holds your cell phone. I took it to the Bahamas when I had a girls trip like 5 years ago. I took 3 of them in there and gave them as gifts. I pack a hat when I go to a beach location because my hair goes board straight with a lot of humidity. So I pack it for while I'm there, if my hair's not curling or I don't want to curl my hair because I'm on vacation. And number 2, for the flight back, because usually that last day we've spent a couple of hours at the pool and now I just want to throw on a hat and go. But if you are going to Mexico, you do have to take off your hat or in any kind of airport security or customs border patrol area when they look at your passport. If you do take a hat, make sure, because this hat clip is not available anymore, I don't think, make sure it says that the magnet is super strong. I want to show you this on the Nomad Lane bag. Even though the pocket is for a laptop and an iPad, it's big enough for both of those. If you're not taking those on a spring break trip, put your sweater or your hoodie that you've worn in the airplane in there. This bag is squishable, which I really appreciate, because once I take everything out, I just want to kick my personal item bag underneath the airplane seat. And if you can't kick your bag and get it dirty, then it's not worth the investment. You can wash off any kind of stains with just a paper towel. I almost feel like it's a large purse. Like it's not gonna whack somebody. The origami can stretch wide too, but it's small enough to fit perfectly under my arm. Real quick, I really, really love this trolley strap in the back, which turns into a pocket if you need it to. So that's your other pocket. Here's one packing tip. Remember to use your personal item bag as an extension of your carry-on suitcase. Pack your items in there, even if they're not for the flight, but they're for the trip. Use it. One travel hack is to wear a sarong that is made for the beach as a scarf inside the airplane, and then wear it as a swim cover-up during your trip. Remember to pack your medicines that you're going to need. I packed Tylenol, Zyrtec. One travel tip for medicine though is if you are flying to Mexico, Sudafed is illegal. Like you could get arrested if you take Sudafed for some reason. But another travel tip is if you're flying to another country with prescription pills, make sure they are in the prescription bottles. In the United States, you can take your prescription medicine in pill organizers like that. Remember to pack eye drops because you've got the chlorine and the salt and the sand. It helps refresh you at night or in the morning. Disposable razors and electric razors are allowed in your carry-on bags, and the TSA officers do not need to see them. This new makeup bag I absolutely love for this reason. Number one, it's one pouch, enough for a minimal amount of makeup. You're going to use the pyramid method for stacking your essentials inside your makeup bag. And then one thing that I really, really like about this makeup bag is that it's upside down. So you turn it upside down and unzip the little pouches on this side, and then you can pack a comb in there. On one side, I pack my makeup brushes. It is just the coolest thing since sliced bread, and I love it now. And it's very nautical to me. When you are packing your spring break outfits to wear, remember this. Be comfortable. This is your vacation. Wear what you are comfortable in. One travel tip to help you save space and fit all of those outfits in a carry-on suitcase and personal item bag is to pack pattern bottom pieces. Like I wore patterned pink shorts with some nicer sandals to a restaurant 2 different nights, and I paired it with a sleeveless shirt and then a short sleeve shirt. And you can also pack, those were both navy blue, you can pack a black t-shirt. I love when I go to the beach wearing white shorts, but my tip is do not wear them inside the airplane. I've got like 11 more items. It has like over 1 million views, I think. 11 more items to not wear inside the airplane. Pack them for vacation, but do not wear them inside the airplane. All right, check that out and say hey if we have not met yet. Thanks for your time.